one source, one mind, energy of beingness, presence that is the everything. And I say it happens once. The multiverse is odd to me. And in my visioning, you can see how it happens from an awakening of the potentiality of presence into a more of an experientially felt and consciously so, but very minutely, primally. Or, the same thing. It's an involution of energy that becomes a three-sided paradox and then becomes a solid spot in otherwise a dualistic energy that doesn't quite pull together. It's the act of being there-ness that pulls it together into the three-sided paradox. And that threeness fractals all over the place. As above, so below. We have a current lack of the third synthesis side, but a left versus right, and the third side in the meta context is the materialite, the Buddhite, and the Jehovite, and they're distinct to the extent the materialite says, focus on the real world. You don't have to believe it's sacred. Do it because it's going to smack you in the face. The other two sides, every side is kind of disdainful of the other one. But if you pull them all together, the Buddhite side says the presence of the cosmos is based on the presence of presence. Okay, I got a little abstract. But we do have a connection to our higher soul. And science is coming around to actually proving that in the physical world through some of the quantum paradoxes, the inconsistencies. Entanglement is the main one. Because if you think about entanglement and you can prove we all came from one spot at the Big Bang, then we're all entangled completely in ways that are impossible to imagine and possibly come back at you as fine-tuned karma as it plays out. Now, at the same time, is it possible that as this comes into being, or even how it came into being, is that there was an actual feminine being, even in the primal form, and a masculine being among a bunch of masculine beings that came up second, because that's first you got to absorb the energy, then you start focusing. And among those, there was a Jehovah. And he got into Sophia's space, and that's the Big Bang that gives you the motivation and the possible energy of which is infinity to the infinitieth, because each one of us are infinite souls. And somehow that is what created the Big Bang in my visioning. But the point is, now you have a Jehovah character who embodies intentional intentionality, masculine intentionality, but focused intentionality. And we're at that place where, even if you don't believe in that, it's focused intentionality that's doing everything that's happening to the planet in terms of global economy and all the different crazy politics, and everybody trying to hold their own ground. It's like, I'm the master of my little kingdom and everything like that. And can we make that work in the context of 8 billion? Might as well be infinity standing up. Abstractly, can we make everyone has their little kingdom in the context of we're also working together gracefully and nobody gets trod upon? And what we're saying is it takes a while evolutionarily to get to that place, and we're still working it. And that's why the United States needs to protect its boundaries and take all of its resources and push past just making it, push to the new version of industrialization that's really not going to make slaves out of us, which means intelligent use of automation perhaps, but still we want to get pulled way back from all this overproduction that all of this industrialization has kind of invoked. We can get it back to much more intelligent use, which is based on the context of communities of purpose and meaning and grounded resource, having a budget for what they really need, and in the context of its co-op owner members are also being really real about what they want and what they really need and what is it that they actually have to do. And so it's possible in these new contexts in business, we could retrofit different businesses that are current to that, or start new ones, take all these all these people that are out of work and they say, what do we do, man? What kind of resources can we muster, and start working on projects, and you go towards grounding resources with a flex amount of jobs. But in the context of you can open up all the education to self-education with the right coaches, and that's already happening. Jordan Peterson's a lot of the homeschooling thing. We got 3 years of the right-wing economy running, full tilt. Fire horse, you're the fire horse. We do that with gusto and with a focus on not each of us getting rich, because we have to understand that that's what's bringing us down. It's not point to the rich. It's incentivized that there would be an elite when you start with none of us actually working together in a coherent context outside of cultural, social. And so to bring that back, you understand the elites are part of everything and they want to be part of something wholesome also, even though for the moment, uh, they're seeing it as everyone else is seeing it, that this can't last and they have to find a bunker or something. But once they understand how this could work out, they'll be working with us. And I don't want to hear about venture capitalists or all evil-minded people only trying to make money for themselves. I don't want to hear about it. We're all human and we're all trying to do the best we can. And that's what it means to bring it back to the oneness that we all are for real.